All right, guys. So I got a story to tell here. Um, it's going to be a little longer than I want it to be. And in all honesty, I never wanted to tell this story to begin with. Tried to resolve it without telling the story, without making it public. Um, the reason it's going to be a little bit long is because there's a lot to cover. I don't want anybody coming back um, in the future and say, well, you left this part out, you left that part out. Um, so and I don't have exact dates on everything. So I am going to be giving uh, kind of, you know, roundabout dates and how long this has been going on. Um, the back in, let's see, back around, yes, back in November, I reached out to a community member who is a graphic designer. Um, and we discussed making my channel logo. For those of you who haven't seen my channel logo, it's up there in the top corner of the screen there. And here's one of my channel stickers. I'm going to leave that there because that's kind of important. So I reached out to this person about creating my logo, told them what I wanted, and in all honesty, he executed exactly what I wanted. Very, very good work, in my opinion. So we started working a deal on what it was going to cost me. Um, and I did not have an issue paying. However, I didn't have much money at the time. So we struck a trade. I traded, in turn for having this logo made, a Spyderco PM2. That's what I gave in turn for having my logo made. Once we struck the deal for having the logo made, um, this particular person began to upsell the package. I don't have a problem with that. Um, he was just trying to get me some swag to go with my logo and mentioned that if I had another Spyderco to throw in, he could do that. And so I threw in a 20 CV Spyderco Dragonfly. For that, I don't know if this is going to show up. If you can pause this later and read it, but it's mentioning, I'll get you $50 in decals and 60 or so in apparel. Let me know sizes for anyone else you might want a shirt, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this all sounds pretty good. It said, and I said, I'm a little confused. If all I can give at the moment are the two knives, what can that get me? Your logo, decals, and shirts. Probably in the range of 80 decals, 4 to 5 garments. Could be more, won't be less. I'll hook you up. So everybody sees that, right? And I guess it's no longer a secret who we're talking about here. This is a message I'm having with Drooby Tunes. So you can see that's November 22nd. Uh, he sends me my logo. I'm very happy with it. You can see there, I say I love it. There's a lot of just back and forth. However, I was wanting my stickers to be ready for my 1K giveaway, which was going to be, I hit 1K right around January 1st. So I started, asking him about my stickers. And here he says, hey there, what shirt size are you? I said 3X. He said, I should ship Monday. Um, yeah. Anyway, um, so I got my stickers, extremely happy with him. Told him I was extremely happy with them. Now, you guys saw where I showed you his message telling me about what apparel I was going to receive, and he works at a screen print shop. This was, supposed to be screen printed apparel. Well, as time drug on, I'm not going to dig through to find the exact dates on this part of the drama because it's really not that important. He wanted to get me a shirt. And there's a message in here, I'm sure I can find it, where he's explaining that the price of the screen print isn't the problem, which is not my problem anyway, because, we made a deal and that's what he offered. It was, he said there were time constraints, with working it into the schedule at the screen print shop to screen print me a shirt. So he did ship me a black 3X t-shirt that I asked for with the Edgy American in vinyl on the, right over on the chest of the shirt. I didn't have a problem with that shirt being in vinyl because he explained to me that it would be, because of the time constraints. And when it's something this size on a shirt in vinyl, that really doesn't matter. So fast forward, weeks go by. I've got my stickers. I've got the one t-shirt with a vinyl decal on it. Drewby messages me asking me if would be interested in a knife trade. This is completely separate from this original deal that we struck that has not been paid in full yet. And when I asked him what he had to trade, he said that he had a Spyderco Manix XL St. Nick's edition in 4V. I already have a Manix XL that I'm perfectly happy with. And I told him all I had to trade was my standard size Manix in 20 CV because he wanted something smaller. I made a point to go back and tell him, Drew, my knife is not worth as much as your knife. Are you sure you want to make this trade? I sent multiple pictures of the knife, and he stated that yes, he wanted to trade because the XO was just too big. So we agreed to the trade. We agreed to ship on Monday. So I shipped my knife. A little over a week goes by. I have not received anything. And I happened to see the Manix XL that I was supposed to be receiving. The reason why I know it's that one is because it has OCD for EDC's collector club number on it, 016V. I saw it on Instagram. One of you guys has it. He traded with somebody here in the community. One of you guys posted it. I don't remember who it was. I don't care because you're not part of this. But one of the guys in the community struck a trade with Drewby and received the Manix XL before, or they received it while I'm waiting on it. While I'm waiting to get it, this person's already got it. Well, when I see that the next day, I acted like I didn't see it. I sent him a message. I apologize, guys. I guess I should be showing y'all more of these messages, but it's just there's so much. And some of them are in text and some of them are in Instagram messages. So give me just a second. I'll see if I can find it right here. That must be an Instagram. Anyway, I sent him a text and asked him, hey, any idea on the ETA on the Manix XL, which I knew wasn't coming. And his response was, I need to talk to you about that. I'll call you later. And he did. He called. I didn't mention that I already knew somebody else had it. I kept that to myself. And if you've ever dealt with this gentleman, you'll know that he talks in circles a lot. He feeds you a lot of bullshit around the conversation you're actually trying to have to confuse you. But long story short, he tells me that after receiving my Manix, right there where I said, I'm assuming the Manix arrived. Yeah, man, I wanted to chat with you yesterday, but ended up manning the wheel to shop, blah, blah, blah. This is where he tells me he's home. And I said, you want me to call? Or is it too late? Whatever. So this is when he informs me that he decided that my knife wasn't nice enough to trade for his knife, which, keep in mind, I'd already told him it wasn't worth as much money, but he agreed to the trade. Now, I could be wrong, guys. Let me know in the comments. But once someone agrees to a trade, That Mannix XL is mine. That's my property. But so anyway, he's backed out of the trade. So instead of getting mad and blowing up, I thought, you know what? The guy's fairly new to this. I'm just going to kind of let it go and just get my knife back. So I told him to ship my knife back. A few days later, I messaged him about it again, and he lets me know that he really wants to keep my Mannix 2. And this is on a phone call, so I don't have the chats or the text. And I was like, no, I don't want to sell it. Just ship it back to me. Then I had a conversation with him about, because I'm sorry, a week or so later, he lets me know again that he wants to buy it. And I told him no, that I did not want to sell it. And we have hang on, let me find it again. This is hard because I keep having to go back and forth. I told him, no, I don't want to sell it. Just ship me my knife. And besides, if I did sell it, I would have to receive full retail price for it, because I was just going to purchase another one because I love my Mannix. So it would make no sense for you to purchase my knife when you could just purchase a brand new one. Right after that, I get this text message. Let's see here. Not sure if you're pissed at me. Noticed a different vibe there. Brevity probably isn't good. Talk to me. Then there's a bunch of just bullshit. So I sent him this text. I'm not upset with you at all. I've been struggling with my depression a bit this week, so it may be noticeable. I don't feel like we're sideways at all. Well, hang on. There was one other part I wanted to read first. This. I sure don't want to get sideways with you. I always do right by you. You know that. Even though I haven't received all my shirts yet. He assumes he's always been right by me. Why would I mess with the one guy I know who would call me out in all caps? Appreciate you, Shane, blah, blah, blah. So I replied, I'm not upset with you at all. I've been struggling with my depression a bit this week, so it may be noticeable. I don't feel like we're sideways at all, but you may want to keep in mind in the future, most people aren't as patient with trades as I am. Some would even be mad because they view a trade as a trade, no backing out. I didn't take it that way, but keep in mind in the future that most knife buyers, sellers, traders can be easily angered. Again, I'm not upset, as I understand that you're new in this, and I'm only telling you this to keep you from having an issue with someone less patient or understanding. We are solid as we are day one. We weren't as solid as we were day one, guys. I already knew that he traded the knife before we even spoke, but I'm just trying to be kind at this point. Here we go again. Any idea on ETA? Um, yeah, man, everything will go out Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. Excuse about how he normally sells plasma to finance stuff like this, but they wouldn't let him. Yeah, whatever. Did they give you a delivery date? I'm wanting the tracking number, but he won't send it to me. And it just says, yeah, man, box will be there Monday. There was a box here on Monday. That brings us to where we're at right now. I received a box on Monday with this in it. This is what I was supposed to wear to Blade Shop. This is fucking garbage, is what this is. This will not make it through a couple of trips to the laundry. This makes noise when you move it. This man works in a screen print shop, and this is what he sent me. Even after, that's what we agreed on. I showed you guys the message where I was supposed to receive 4 to 5 shirts, no less. I got this, one other t-shirt with just a decal on the chest, and a fucking shirt with Thomas Jefferson on it. So I get to digging around in the box thinking, fuck the shirt deal. I don't even care anymore. Where's my knife? That's what I found. That's a fucking money order for $80. Now, guys, I, the number 80 and the concept of pricing my knife never ever happened. We never discussed a price because I told him on 2 occasions on the telephone that it was not for sale to ship me my knife back. So I text him all this. I've gone back over all of our conversations, and I still cannot understand this money order. I talked to you twice about the fact that I not want to sell my Mannix. I even asked you for an ETA on my Mannix. I even told you it would make no sense for you to buy mine at full retail price since you could just buy a new one. I don't understand why you could decide to keep the knife and pay me for it. I also don't understand how you thought it was okay to just send me half its value. Even if you plan to pay for the other half, that's not a decision uh, that you get to make. You see at the top of the screen right here, the contact. That's Truby Tunes. I went on and on, sent him a screenshot of let me know when you get tracking on the Mannix. See that there? Does that seem like a message someone would send you after they've sold you a knife? They're asking for a tracking on the knife? No. I'm asking him for my fucking knife because I never sold it to him. Keep on and on. And as you can see, this is over a 2-3 day period. He's ghosted me. He will not answer me. Um, will not be a man and explain what the fuck this is about. Um, I don't even care about the fucking shirts. They're garbage. So buyer beware in case any of you guys are trying to strike a deal with this dude for channel merchandise. It's fucking garbage. I don't care about this money order because this money is not mine. I never asked for any money. I asked for my knife back. Now, I want to be very clear about this. He does a live stream with Beard of Doom. As soon as I saw this, the first thing I stressed about was putting Beard of Doom in the middle of this because that's not fair. So I reached out to Doom to let him know what was going on because I didn't want him blindsided by all this. He immediately reached out, tried to resolve the issue, got back to me, told me that, that Drew stated to him that he was going to ship my knife back and bill me for the shirts. There's part of that story you guys don't know. The 3 shirts he sent, the garbage that he sent me, were supposed to be 3 screen printed shirts that were being sent to my mods, Patina Turner, Kyle Coonley, and one to said Stevie because I use his StreamYard. So I was trying to be nice. None of those 3 people have received a shirt. Feel free to reach out and ask them. So he never fulfilled the first deal. The second deal, he sends me a money order for half what my knife's worth. We all know why he did this. He did this because he doesn't have my fucking knife. He's already traded it too. Guarantee that. If the knife shows up, I'll do a video. I'll eat crow, but that makes no difference. This guy just took it upon himself to keep my knife and send me an $80 money order. He did tell Doom that he was planning to send me the other half when he got it. Now, if you watch Beard of Doom's live stream the other day, you will hear him showing and talking about some new knife acquisitions he's made. Well, why does he not have the money to pay me at least the full retail price on a fucking knife I didn't want to sell instead of buying these other knives? He is a fucking rat. He's a snake in the grass. If you have any business with him, if you decide to be friends with him at this point, let the judging begin because I'm done with this dude. This is not right. Whoever you were that I saw had the Mannix XL, I would love to talk to you just to hear how you acquired it, but you owe me nothing. That's not what this is about. This is about calling out a snake in our community that wasn't man enough to admit he had traded my knife away without my permission and wasn't man enough to take care of it properly and then hasn't been man enough about it since to speak to me. So fuck him. So let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Have a beautiful evening.